what I thought I'd talk about today on this video is Venus-Jupiter cycles of 2023, because there's going to be a lot of them. If I had to pick down a couple really important events happening in 2023, one of them would be Jupiter's movement to Taurus, and another interesting one would be the Venus retrograde in the summertime of 2023. Those are two. Those aren't my favorites. Those aren't the most important. But I'm picking these things out just in case they don't get put on the back burner and get neglected. Now, if we look at certain things going on, we're going to be having Jupiter enter Aries December 20th and last all the way up until May 16th, when it will enter Taurus until May 24th, 2024. Venus is a personal planet, and because it's a personal planet, it's one of the inner planets, and it moves faster, more rapidly, covers multiple signs, over 2 signs in a year. Venus is due for her retrograde next summer. It's going to enter shadow on June 19th. It's going to station retrograde on July 22nd. And right around September 3rd, it's going to station direct again. And Venus is going to be in Leo. Throughout that entire time period, we will be evaluating our love. Is it true love from our hearts? Do we really mean it? Are we loving with genuine affection? And having fun in relationships. Now, Jupiter in Taurus deals with the growth of the economy, the growth of agriculture or food, understanding our values better, deepening our connection to the earth. When we enjoy the moment and go slow and steady, we get lucky. That's Jupiter in Taurus. The other interesting thing with that is that in 2022, in 2023, we have Jupiter conjunct the North Node. This occurs a couple times within the year. This relates to positive, forward, upward movement in terms of our destiny and the direction that we need to be heading. And there's so many opportunities, there's so many good fortune, good luck, and rewards that comes from the expansion of Jupiter and Taurus. In 2024, we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus. And this is all about freedom, really looking at freedom and truth. Those are two very important terms. Freedom can be found in the truth by acknowledging how things are and moving out of anything that ties you down. Throughout all of this, now I just want to sort of recap. So I'm filming this video December 11th, 2022. And, the date that I'm actually sitting here is December 12th. Last year, Venus would have been in shadow in Capricorn. It's now in Capricorn. It deals with a quality life, quality relationship. The best and most stable and long-lasting relationship can be found when Venus in Capricorn makes her move. But she would station on December 19th and go retrograde. If anyone wants to go out and buy any jewels or anything fancy, pick flowers out of a garden, those flowers would then transform into monstrous vines that would attack and consume whoever picks a flower. Because Venus retrograde is not the time to go buy expensive material things and on her stationing time. Now, with this, with what's going on right now in the world, we have to talk about Uranus now. Uranus moved into Taurus 2018. It's going to stay there until around 2026, 2027. So about 8 to 7 years, Uranus is in sign. Uranus and Taurus, recall, deals with innovation of the physical, advancement and revolution of agriculture, food, the economy, a redefining and a shake-up when it comes to what's really important to us, our physical needs, our values. That's what it's about. Now, in the summertime of 2022, throughout the year we've been having Venus-Uranus aspects. We started with a Venus-Uranus trine. Then after the trine we got the square, the sextile, the non-aspect, the conjunction with Venus and Uranus and Taurus, and I have a little short video about that. And other aspects. The combination now of Venus and Uranus is revolution and freedom in relationships, sudden endings, sudden changes, revolutions, flashes of insight, rebellion in relationships, fun as well. And the combination of Venus and Jupiter is positivity in one word. Positivity. Venus and Jupiter are both bright lights, both benefic energies. But we know the thing about bright lights. They attract bugs. How does all this information tie into the main issue that I'm going to be speaking about today? Which is none other than the upcoming holiday season. What'll be occurring then? What'll be occurring later? When you have Uranus and Jupiter, you have truth. And you have sudden changes in truth. Do they both come together and take people's legs off them to replace them and regenerate them and to upgrade them in a spiritual way. Wait a minute, that's unethical, that's immoral, that's wrong. You can't do that. And I found the true wisdom from the king. There's no king. Nobody is above anyone else. But that's not true enlightenment. But I've gone through that dream is true enlightenment. Now the other piece of this is that, well, I want to sort of go off what I spoke about the other day. Jupiter grows. Uranus frees up. Have you been limited? Have you been limiting yourself? Maybe. Because I can tell you, I know two people who are in resemblance to one another. Both of them speak in a very similar way. Sophisticated, well-spoken, considerate, yet powerful, yet snaky. But one lives a bigger life than the other. Where one chooses to teach in a low-grade school, which is a community college, it doesn't offer too many things. Who, this person convinces himself, oh, I'm so grateful to be working here. This is so special. I come here every day and it's just fun for me. And preaching all these profound statements and saying all these things. Well, what's true underneath that? Is it true that if you really are feeling the feelings that you do, are you small-minded? Are you small-spirited? I'm pretty sure that that's a yes. Now to take this other person, he is doing some things. Putting himself out there on a YouTube channel, acting in films. So many things. Much bigger, much, I don't want to say better, but stronger. Living up to his full potential, playing a sheet of music better, conducting the London Philharmonic. Well, the other one, who happens to be a music teacher, is doing the opposite. Well, not the opposite, but you would think it'd be the other way around. It's not, because this is metaphorically speaking. The other person who teaches in the community college is conducting a band that is playing from a small amount of instruments that are not very quality, and additionally conducting a band who is playing with spoons and certain sheet materials. You only have this many lives, so make the most of it. One of them is moving towards inheritance, moving towards assets, moving towards shared experience, transformation, letting go, taking risks, stepping into the unknown, and living a big life, and will live an even bigger life. And the other is probably either headed toward, I don't know, fame, being the center of attention, being, stepping into your own power and shining your light. Or maybe it would be most well worth him and nodal wise if he was moving towards being closer to home, closer to family, being more emotionally available for those in his close circle, and not necessarily have to climb up the ladder all the time, and understanding the importance of coming home and slowing down and tapping into your emotions and taking care of others. If that is his North Node, guess what? Enough said. But if this person, James Thompson, who has his North Node in Leo, if I was the judge, if I were to let you into, if I were to let him into the pearly gates to go through heaven, there'd still be some work to do. And I would say, oh, no, you're falling down because you did not do all of what you could do. Open up, expand, get out, and be someone greater than you are. I mean, if anyone has a stellar singing voice, that's that. Guess what? Put yourself out there. Make a name for yourself. Put yourself on Spotify and all those places. Great albums. Make them available. There's another resemblance of somebody who is on SNL. That's a great way to put yourself out there on that kind of a thing. Wonderful. So there are these certain resemblances, and some of them are living small lives, others are living bigger lives. However, I just named to you certain people who happen to live out their lives more fully. Another thing that this person can expand upon is his thesaurus and dictionary. And if you're going to stand in front of an audience and say, I'm very grateful, very grateful, very grateful. I'd like to hear somebody from the Thanksgiving small select gathering that I had speak in a similar way. Well, not that, will say the similar things. Maybe when someone is actually, I don't know, never mind, it's not going to make sense. I have heard none of the word grateful being mentioned when I was at Thanksgiving. And isn't that what it's about? Oh, well, you can have it any day, but then again, there's historical backgrounds and references and the spiritual tie-in. Both of those two things put together, that's Thanksgiving. And so then we have, some people can teach from their South Node, and others can teach others through them moving up to their North Node. For example, when you move from your South Node to your North Node, you remove yourself from stereotype you have been typecasted as. And you emerge into somebody new and more than you were. And then you become what your soul signed up for you to become. This actor named Chaz Longland, who has his North Node in Scorpio, did something different. Acted in a different way from the previous films where he was stereotyped as the bad guy, as the villain, as the one who needs to learn the lesson. And you take the stereotype that you would place on certain personalities. Oh, this person talks like a snake, bad person. That is a very general, very small-minded stereotype, and it just makes sense because that person was put in roles where he was the bad guy. But then in the film where he was the good guy, the lesson for somebody else in the film was, guess what? Don't read, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because of the money, just because of the personality, just because of all the attributes that you may see as bad and wrong, does not mean that that person is bad, not right for your daughter, mean, a gold digger in a relationship. And that was made well in the film. So many people know who this person is. And then this other person has all of the traits. Oh, except it's different things. Lives out a different life, does different things that are smaller than what this other person does. And that's an honest, that's what I honestly have to say. So Jupiter in Taurus is about making something big, but making something real. And not rushing the process of it. Who says that has to be a rush? Who says it has to be a sprint? It's actually a marathon. Those are really my notes on this subject. Going through the 12 different signs with Jupiter. I want to focus on Jupiter before anything else. Let's talk about Jupiter. Let's go through all the houses with Jupiter. Starting with the first house. Taurus rising. This means just what it means. I mean, I'm not going to copy anybody. I mean, you can do your own research. I didn't want to copy any one source of what I hear. So, no, I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is tell you. Just give you an overview. Jupiter in Taurus in the first deals with growth and maintaining your physical body, appearance, yourself, who you want to be. The second house deals with expansion of money and values. The third house, Jupiter in Taurus, new things to learn, new people to talk to, more intellectual stimulation and drive going on. Jupiter and Taurus in the fourth house, really putting your focus on your home, your family, and what nourishes you. Jupiter and Taurus in the fifth house, close to home. It's being close to home and having fun at home. Celebrating what's in store for you, having fun. Getting together with children. Now take me back to 2013. I'd not be telling you the same thing. Jupiter and Taurus in the sixth. New growth and luck coming with work of service and health. Jupiter and Taurus in the 7th house. Wonderful time to meet new people and initiate new relationships. Jupiter and Taurus in the 8th house. Time to get any occult matter going or any underground or spiritual work, especially dealing with shadow work and understanding the value of inheritance, things of that nature. Jupiter and Taurus in the 9th. Now it's time to travel, learn, grow, put new attention on your philosophy and outlook on life. Jupiter and Taurus in the 10th. New opportunities when it comes to your status and career. Jupiter and Taurus in the 11th. What do you dream? What do you aspire to do? What is your social networks, your friends, your groups? Wonderful time to grow all those areas of your life. And then we finally have Jupiter and Taurus in the 12th. This is an understanding of what it means to enjoy your life without having to have all the external attention. To just walk into the forest and find peace and beauty there and cleanse your soul, and to find value in being alone and taking care of yourself alone, enjoying your life alone and having solitude and escaping from time to time and understanding the importance of the ethereal and not logical, and coming to terms with higher vibration, higher power, stuff of that nature. Now, I just want to wrap up by saying Maravota Canvilica Nota. I'm going to finish with a little tune off of the piano. It's going to describe just a basic transit overview of Jupiter in Taurus. I find that music very special. And I'm sure that would be for so many people as well. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now.